Okay, this is subtraction number 2. I had to turn the camera around. So you still have your things that you're going to use to count with. And I'm going to put 5 buttons on my shirt. So you can count out 5 of whatever you have. So there's the number 5. Then we have our minus sign. Then let's say we're going to take away 3 buttons. Okay, so take away 3 of whatever you're using to count with. And then how many do we have left? We have 2. And so we would put the answer 2 in the last box. So your sentence would read 5 minus 3 equals 2. All right, now let's start with 6 buttons. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to put 6. That's what we're starting with. Minus means what we're going to take away. So I'm going to put a 1. We're going to take 1 away. So take away 1 of whatever you're using to count with. And then see how many you have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our number sentence would be 6 minus 1 equals 5. Okay, and take those away. Now let's start with 3. I have 3 buttons. You have 3 of whatever you're using to count with. And then let's take away 0. Okay, so we're starting with 3. We're going to take away 0, which means nothing. So what are we going to have left? 1, 2, 3. So there is our answer. 3 minus 0 equals 3. If you have 0, 0 means nothing. So you can't take anything away. All right, we'll do one more. We'll start with a bigger number, 9. So count out 9 of whatever you are using. All right, there's my 9 buttons. Now let's subtract or take away 3 buttons. So there goes my 3. You take 3 away of whatever you're using. So now we have to count and see how many are left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there is our answer, 6. So our number sentence says 9 minus 3 equals 6. All right. So at home to practice, you can use a yellow shirt. If you have a dry erase board, you could use that. So you could, write your numbers and be able to erase them. I don't have a dry erase board, so that's why I was using little number cards. Okay. Now I have another activity for us to practice subtraction. All right. So you're going to need a piece of paper and something little so you can keep what you have, or if you want to get some type of little food, I got some Starburst jelly beans and something to write with. I got a marker so you can see. And you'll need a dice, which I forgot. So I'm going to go get my dice. These are the things you'll need to watch do the next activity. Okay, so go pause me, see if you can get these things that you need, and then we'll continue. And I'm going to just put this down for 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. Now I got my dice. Okay, so what we're going to do for this activity is you're going to roll the dice. And I got a 1. All right, so I'm going to write a 1. Then I'm going to write my minus sign. All right, now I started with a 1, so I can't really use any other numbers on my dice because they're all bigger than 1. So we're just going to use 1 again. So whatever you're using to count with, you can put out. And our number sentence says 1 minus 1 equals. So if I have 1 jelly bean, and I'm going to take away 1 jelly bean, then I'm left with 0 jelly beans. So you would write a 0 to finish your sentence. All right, next we're going to roll. I got a 5. So I'm going to write a 5 on my paper. And I need 5 jelly beans, or whatever you're using to count with. Then we're going to write our minus sign. Roll the dice again. And I got a 1. So that means I'm going to take 1 away from my pile and count how many I have left. 1, 2, 3, 4. So our answer is 4. Then if we read our sentence, we have 5 minus 1 equals 4. Okay, next one, starting with 4 minus. I'm going to show our 4 things. Roll the dice. Oh, I got a 5. Is 5 bigger than 4? So I can't use that. So we'll roll again. Whoops. And I got a 4. Okay, so 4 minus 4. So I have to take them all away. And what am I left with? 0. So we're going to write 0 for the answer. All right, next one. We're going to start with 4 again. Now this time I'm not going to show my jelly beans. You're going to use whatever you have to count with. So write your minus sign. Count out 4 of whatever you're using. And I rolled a 3. So you're going to have your 4. You're going to take away 3 and then count how many you have left, which the answer should be 1. And we'll do one more together. 3. So count out 3 of whatever you have. And I got a 3 again. So 3, take away 3. And what do you have left? You should have 0 left. All right. So you can keep doing this, rolling your dice, using your counters or whatever you have to practice the subtraction and taking away. And then I'm going to send Mommy and Daddy some subtraction papers that they can print out for you to do.